Hello, everyone. Merry Christmas. Oh, yes, Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. It's Christmas. um, yeah, okay. This is not the start I wanted to have to a live stream because up until like 10 minutes ago, I kind of fell asleep putting Mini Me to bed. So I just woke up. I'm a little bit not where I wanted to be at this point. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take it easy, put the kid to bed and prep and relax and just get in the mood to go and hang out with my friends. And tucking kids to bed, apparently I kind of tucked myself in a little bit in some way. So that happened. But it is what it is, right? I bet some of you recognize that feeling of falling asleep when you don't intend to. At least I woke up in time. It could have been worse. It could have been worse. I could have already well, I could have still be sleeping and not be here. Oh wow, yeah. Hello, Samantha. Merry Christmas, Chris. Hanging out in the scrap basket today. Well, you feel free to hang out there. That's awesome. Scandalous Creation, Sandra, welcome in. Ola Joe, Merry Christmas. I probably needed the sleep. Maybe. Maybe. I'm not gonna debate on that one. It's just Christmas, There's a lot of stress around Christmas, and that just happened today. So, yeah. I'm happy to see that there's some people here now. I know that you're probably prepping for your Christmas celebrations. I am in Sweden, and we do have, it's Christmas for us here today. But that doesn't mean that I'm only celebrating today, because we have most of our celebrations actually tomorrow. Because, with big families, you don't always celebrate with all of your family members at the same time, because some are going to celebrate over there, and then some are going to celebrate over there, and then yes, so we have some celebrations tomorrow as well. So most of the celebrations actually will be tomorrow because we're going away, and that's all good. Yes, it's too much to celebrate left, right, and center anyway. But yeah, I guess it's not like when I was younger and I had celebrations with my mother on this side, and then I went to my dad's, and then I had a partner at the time, and then we went to his parents, and it was just, you could celebrate for days. You go to one person, but yeah, it's too much. So I'm just really happy that I get to hang out with you guys, because I wasn't sure about that, if that was going to be a thing, if that was going to be a possibility, because of all the celebrations and just all the things. But it isn't evening. Mini-Me is in bed, and I have time now. But yeah, I have the celebrations tomorrow, so I have more things to do. At least I don't have that much more to prepare. I am going to be cooking a little bit more tomorrow in the morning because I'm bringing some food over. Um, but that's about it. Yeah, some more cooking in the morning. Hello, Katrina. How are you? Merry Christmas. Yeah, that's where we're at. We did our very traditional Christmas bingo here yesterday, the 23rd. Pretty much, I wouldn't say everyone in Sweden, but pretty much a lot of people in Sweden do play bingo on the 23rd. Um it's a big tradition here. We have like a really big thing on that. It's like the main, one of our bigger TV channels. They have the bingo on the day before Christmas, and also on New Year's Eve. Coming up, like waiting for the New Year's to come, basically. So that's usually big bingo playing times here. So we did play the bingo yesterday, and I felt like having the table full of things with, we had some snacks, we had something to drink, just sitting playing bingo from like 7:30 till almost midnight. And things all over the place. I felt that the blanket I've been working on was a bit too big to hang out with. So I do have the blanket. I have a progress on that one, but I was not working on that one. And while I was playing bingo, I did start something new. But we can look at this. It's hanging out over here. Here we got the marker from where I was last time we did a Sunday live stream. So I started down here, Sunday live stream. I think I did about 4 rows during that live stream. And then I did a pop-up the other day. And I put a marker in at that point. But yeah, it's growing. It's growing. Thank you, Samantha, for offering to be a moderator. I'm fine for now, but thank you anyway. Yeah, family is good. Thank you, Katrina, for asking. Hello, Steve. How are you? Are you having a good Christmas or like in before Christmas prepping? I know you're working and whatnot, so I hope you do get to celebrate something. Katrina's working on a granny chevron blanket for the little one. That's cute. Granny chevron. That sounds like pretty. What link would you want to drop, Samantha? You're using a Karen cinnamon swirl cake in the color springtime. Is that to make the granny chevron blanket? Cinnamon swirl cakes. I've never tried them. I don't know what they feel like. I've seen pictures of a lot of the yarns, you guys, but I don't have access to Karen here in Sweden. We don't have that, as far as I know, or anywhere I can like purchase from that's not going to cost me an arm and a leg and then taxes and shipping and whatnot. So yeah, but yeah, we got this much so far, and the basket is the mega balls are looking a little bit deflated. They look a little bit flat now. Working from the center out, they do look a little bit like I don't know, not so happy yarn skeins. So we got that progress, but what did I do while I was playing bingo? I started something new. And I actually, you might not be able to see that. I put a Christmas tree topper thingy on the Christmas tree. I did that. I think some might have seen this. So we got a star on the top. Oh, it's fallen all over. But yeah, so we got a star on that one. Just checking out the... So Katrina's working with purple, pink, and off-white. That's pretty colors. I like that. Hello, Laura's Block Ministries. Oh, Squirrel Raid, welcome in. Thank you. Nice to see you. And Squirrel Raid, I wasn't even sure. Granny D went live today. I didn't even think that far. But then again, I fell asleep. So I was not doing my regular things just before here. So ABD, Merry Christmas. So we got the star on that. But as you can see, it's looking kind of weird here because I took a cake out and I haven't replaced it yet. I just put the tree in front of it so that it wouldn't, yeah, because I have to take everything down to put something in here again. And I don't know what to put there yet. So it's going to be like this for a few minutes. Hello, Carmen. Welcome in. And a lot of hellos. Just make sure that I don't miss anyone. Yes. So I did start. I grabbed this cake. We got a Black Friday cake. Because I just wanted something small to hang out with on the couch. And well, I did get a lot of the orange out of it. I still have not come to the first color change, but I think if you look here, you can see that the color will change very soon. There is, let's see, you see it. a bit more of the orange here, and then it's gonna be coming into the pinks. So this is the one I grabbed. And what am I gonna do? Well, I figured I'd do a shawl that I have done before. A somewhat easy pattern. Just so that I could do something watching TV and not have to think too much. So I have done this pattern, I think, 3 times before, and it's basically a 2-row repeat, or the corner. The center corner is the different thing. Every 2 rows you do alternate there. But this is a Kriya shawl by Tina. So that's where I ended up. I am very simple, and I don't know how it's gonna look, but I'm liking the fact that it does have the this color combination. I don't have any shawl that is similar to these. So I was like, I think that this Kriya will look really interesting. I was thinking about making a virus shawl or something, but I have done a couple of them before, and I wasn't really in the mood for a virus. So this is what it looks like up close, and it's basically you do the corners in a different way, I guess, every other row, but it's only double crochets. But you do them like a V stitch, but without the chains. So it's only double crochets all the way around, but you do them 2 at a time in between other double crochets. So that's what I'm working on. What are you guys working on? Are you even able to work on stuff now? Uh, Going into the Christmas things here, you might be busy wrapping presents and prepping. You finished with all that? Or is there anyone still feeling like, I have presents to finish? Are you making your presents? Is it last minute wrap up of that? What are you guys doing? What are you drinking? And all of the other fun stuff, right? You're thinking about changing the name of your channel, Samantha? What do you want to change it to? Hello, Rudy. How are you? So, so I'm just gonna be hanging out here for I don't know how long today. We're gonna do a little bit of working on this one, and I'm just thinking, do I have anything that I wanted to talk about that I haven't talked about? Probably, since I didn't get to prepare as much as I normally would. I feel very unprepared today. Very. Carmen is too busy getting food prepared for tomorrow. So what type of food are we eating tomorrow? Everyone that does turkeys, do you start the turkeys the same day you eat them, or do you do preparations starting from like the day before? Because I don't know if I've ever had turkey, to be honest, and I have no idea how you actually do your turkeys. Because we have our basically baked glazed Christmas ham. It's usually boiled first, um, like in a salty brine for a long time. And some people even do smoke the hams, but then it's baked and glazed. Like it's, the cooking of a Christmas ham, it's a lot of steps. Um, I think most people these days actually buy them at least cooked, um, pre-boiled, or the marinated part, and the only thing you basically have to do is coat it with whatever glaze you want, and then bake it until the glaze is to your liking. Because it just takes so many hours to do the whole cooking the ham and prepare it. Some people do that the day before so that the Christmas ham is actually like finished the evening before. So when we do play the bingo, some people usually do like a taste test of their ham while playing the bingo. Pernil, I have no idea what that is. Arroz con gandules? I sorry for butchering that, but that's potato salad. I know potato salad. Hello, Zach. You're listening and wrapping Christmas presents. That is nice. Suzanne, Merry Christmas. Sandra's having steaks for Christmas. You can't do turkey because of allergies. I don't think I've ever heard anyone being allergic to turkey. But why wouldn't they be able to be allergic to turkey? I know people that's allergic to chicken. Um, that's the first one for me. I have never heard of that. Uh, we're at 10:17 p.m. in Sweden right now. Pork shoulder with rice, pigeon pea. Is that like I'm guessing the peas are they like a type of peas? Like you'd have a white pea or I guess you'd call them chickpea, pigeon pea? I don't think I've heard that one. That one's new to me. Very new to me. Pigeon pea. I know people can eat pigeon. They look like lentils. Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm not the only one that haven't heard of pigeon peas before. Thank you. I was like, is it because I'm from Sweden? I don't know a lot of things, but yeah, I guess I'm not the only one. Paula Mulford. Hello, Paula. How are you? Merry Christmas. So I think I'm almost done with the second day of celebration preparations. I do know that we're gonna play a little bit of a game tomorrow. I don't know how traditions are with you guys if you only like gift people presents and are happy with that. Um, we have something that's pretty getting more and more popular, and we've been doing this for years. Um, we mainly gifts to the children, and yeah, we don't really give too much to like adults here. Um, but we also want to open some presents, right? We do get like, you know, some Christmas exchanging things with like closest family, but when we're in a big like all the family members, it's just a lot of people, and we've resorted to everyone brings like a present of a certain value, and it's a present that can fit anyone really. Um, and we play a game. So all the presents are just put in a pile on the table, and then everyone throw like we sit in a circle around the table, and we throw the dice. First we go one round just throwing the dice, and if you get a certain number, you get to pick a present. You don't open it, but everyone gets to pick a present. And then when all the presents are gone from the center of the table, we do open them. And then there's the second round of game. But this is, someone sets a timer of unknown amount of time. And then, so it's a little bit stressful because you never know when it's going to end. And then it's still throwing the dice with the number that everyone had before. Um, but you get to pick, if you get the number, rolling the dice, you get to pick a present. So you get to steal from whoever is, whatever everyone's having. So some presents are more popular than others. Um, there can be scratch tickets. There could be a lot of things. Chocolate box, or just silly, goofy stuff. But it's always a fun thing. So when the timer's out, whatever you have in front of you is what you get. And if someone just kept stealing the stuff that you took, you might not have anything. And if you were lucky roll of the dice, you could end up with a lot of things. So that's a fun game that we do here. So I have a little bit of preparation with the last gifts for that needs to be wrapped, I think. And then I'm cooking tomorrow morning. But that's all I need to know, or all I need to do. Yes. Um, Merry Christmas. Carmen is drinking coquito, which is like an eggnog, but made with coconut and rum and no eggs involved. Okay. Secret Santa between the adults? Yeah. So you get a name, so you know who you're buying for, but the person that you bought for doesn't know it's from you. Merry Christmas, Bud Files. How are you? Nice to see you. Zach is wrapping presents. So after you're done wrapping your mother's gifts, you're being booted out of the room, so your dad can wrap yours. Oh, so you take turns. That's cute. So you call that game the white elephant gift. But are you doing it like the competitive style? Because I've heard you guys talk about this white elephant thing, but not as a game. Thank you, Nightbot, for reminding us to hydrate. It can get vicious. Well, games can be vicious, but it could also be a lot of fun. And usually, when you have like the games we have, we don't set the um the value of the gifts very high. It's like, I think one year we had like $5 gifts, and then we had like $10 gifts. So, a chocolate box, some scratch tickets. There has been oven mitts. There has been just Christmas decorations. Um, I know one year at my dad's, we had the game, and I came home with a fire extinguisher. Very handy to have that. Um, so there's been a lot of things ending up in the present of the Christmas games. Oh, so you play a prank before the giving the real gift. So you give two gifts, like a prank gift and then a real gift, maybe? Is that most of the time the last few years, everyone was like, we're supposed to bring one gift for the game. But that can also mean that someone gets left out and don't get a gift in case, they don't get lucky with the roll of the dice. So there's been more and more presents added to the table. For some reason, some people bring like 2, 3 gifts each instead of one per person, just for the added, well, you know, so everyone has a chance to get something kind of thing, I guess. And also, some of these gifts are really small and silly, so it's um it's often a really good laugh to get some extra stuff in there. Especially when you find something that you really think is really like, you already have your mindset on, I'm getting this thing. And then you can be like, no, but I'm going to get this because that was cute or silly or something. I do believe that we got a knife sharpener in the door from previous year, but we already have one. So I might even wrap that one up and put that one back in so that someone else can get it because we don't need it. Is that a thing also that you can re-gift something that you already got? I feel like if you win it from the game, it's fair game to bring it back to the next year's game, right? Um, okay, so I've read this twice now. Do I get it right with this Carmen saying that your daughter got your brother to be the person to gifting to, and he wants shoes? So there's a prank about that. Yeah, okay. So that's like a secret Santa thing. The weather is crappy tonight. It's very snowy. It sounds like we have to basically dig the car out tomorrow when we're leaving. So that's going to be fun. Not. Oof. I got a color change. Yay. So this is all the orange before the color change. And now I have one strand of pink to go with the orange. Because it's like a raspberry pink in this one. And then there's two blue colors. So that's the four colors of this cake: orange, raspberry, pink, and two blue colors. So how's the weather, you guys? Are you getting white Christmas? We got snow. I was really worried that we weren't gonna get snow this year. Or we did get a lot of snow, but then we got it really early this year compared to the last few years, and then it all melted away like a week ago or so. It was like, yep, just my luck. The snow is melting away just before Christmas. No white snow this year. And now we have a snowstorm. It started, I think, Friday evening or so. Friday it started snowing, and it's just snowing more and more. So, yeah. Apparently traffic is terrible today, but then again, Christmas is always terrible around the holidays. That's nothing new. A lot of people are going to family and friends and whatnot, so not so much fun. A lot of accidents. And, getting a Christmas storm to add to the holiday traffic, not the best of combinations. You got 39 degrees and no snow. Rainy Christmas. Let's see. Let's see what Nightbot says about my weather. So I have snow. Snow with a temperature of 27 degrees Fahrenheit. That's -3 Celsius. And the wind is blowing from the northeast at 10 meters per hour. That's 16 kilometers an hour. And the humidity is 81%. That just tells me that there's a lot of wind and it's a lot of snow. That's all that tells me. Sandra has better weather. That I can take that temperature. 62, that's 17 degrees. I love the snow. Like I can have hang out in the snow here for Christmas and then I can come and hang out with you. That has better, like it's raining. Okay, I can live with that, but it's warmer. A lot of Swedes do kind of disappear over the holidays to like go to the sun. Thailand and the Canary Islands is very popular. Southern Spain also, just to get away from the cold and dark, because we do have a lot of darkness here. The sun is not up for very many hours during the winter. You needed the rain? Good that you got the rain then. Ontario, it's cloudy and it's chilly. Yeah, 39, so that's 4 degrees and windy, but it's not as windy. It's about the same though. But it is really cuddly and cozy when you have a white Christmas and you can have like fire in a fireplace and just cuddle up inside with family and friends. That is really, really cozy. I do like that type of thing. But yeah. Snow can be very, very annoying to deal with when you have to shovel and shovel and shovel and it just keeps coming more. Break your back over that. No, thank you. It does lighten up the dark time of year that we have here, though. It's a really big difference to have snow and not having snow. A lot of people do get like winter mood, kind of depressed, I guess, because of the lack of sun and everything's just gray and dark and not very cheerful. Then you get the snow, and some people do lighten up a little bit over that. So it's really nice. Oh, it's foggy. Yeah, foggy can. Mm. Sometimes they can be really pretty, but it can also be very dangerous with fog. Cloudy in New Jersey. So you guys have like just overall, you have pretty, wintry temperatures. It's colder, even though you might not have snow. It's still cold, right? So what's your favorite Christmas traditions that you're gonna be enjoying now when Christmas is here? Is there anything in particular that is like, we only do this at Christmas and I love it and I can like I'm looking forward to this all year. Do you have anything like that? I guess I'm more of like I want some of the foods. That is I think what I'm looking forward to the most. Some of the Christmas foods. And I guess just like the cozy vibe when we have a snowy white Christmas and a lot of Christmas lights and decorations. Looking at the neighbors' decorations, it's pretty. Yeah, it gets you in a good mood. We like that. Merry Christmas, Kelly. How are you? Have you done all the things that you need to do for Christmas? All the Christmas presents wrapped? All the Christmas foods prepared? I think I'm kind of surprised. I was thinking that we're probably not going to be very many people here now because a lot of you are busy. Like I'm definitely seeing um, fewer people here than on any other Sunday. So a lot of people must be busy, but I am surprised that there's still so many of you that do have a little bit of time to hang out. But I don't know. Maybe some of you are not really celebrating um, Christmas as well. I know that some people feel like hanging out with friends is the best way to celebrate, right? Merry Christmas, Mother. How are you? Have you stuffed yourself on the Christmas foods today? We are doing the most of our celebrations tomorrow. Yep. So I still have preparations to do in the morning. And also, we did take it pretty relaxing today. Like I haven't had like the Christmassy Christmas foods, and we haven't opened our packages and stuff yet, other than what I opened with you guys. My Christmas presents over here. So I already started with my Christmas um, several days ago. You like being off from work? Yes, I can definitely see that being a perk of all of this. Done for now. The rest, you need to wait until your grandson goes to bed. Yes, you have to wait for the small ones to sleep so you can wrap presents, right? You don't want to do that when the people are around. Well, also, it could be other family members, not necessarily just the kids, right? Oh, Kelly has family coming over in a couple of hours. And you celebrate on Christmas Eve. Dill pickle hummus. Is that relish or delish? Dill pickle hummus. That's a new one. I have never heard of that combination. Hummus is chickpeas, right? I don't like hummus. I don't know if I like dill pickles or not because I don't think I've ever had dill pickles because that we don't have that here, which is weird because we like dill. Um, or maybe I have. I don't know. I don't know. Ah, this is a proper Christmas issue. You're so full but still hungry, really tired after the day, and the children are so happy with their day. Well, that's good though. How can you be so full after eating and eating and eating for Christmas and still be hungry? That's a mystery to me. But I totally get the feeling, and I'm probably gonna feel like that tomorrow. You're gonna eat and eat and eat, and then some candy on top of that, and then you're gonna be fat and sassy for sure. I'll tell you in a bit about my mishap during food preparations today. That's a fun joke. I'm just gonna check in the chat first. Mm, Finished doing your nails. Did some sparkly holographic nails for the New Year's. That sounds pretty. I haven't even thought about fixing my nails. I should have. I should have had Christmas nails for sure. Family coming tomorrow to Carmen's. Katrina's also having family coming tomorrow. Yeah, every Christmas, the same feeling, like a very stuffed something. So, since we are doing most of our celebrations tomorrow, I haven't been stressing on making things. So I started making the meatballs today. And Christmas is the only time of year where I actually make my own meatballs and not just buy meatballs at the store because I just feel like it it's worth it. Like I really like homemade meatballs. I usually don't have time to make them in my own opinion, but it doesn't take that much time really. If to be honest, I could probably do meatballs um, myself more often. But I do have like kind of I wouldn't say like a specific recipe that I follow, but I have like certain ingredients that goes into my meatballs. Breadcrumbs, creams, um, breadcrumbs, whipped cream, but not whipped, like just thick cream, spices, and finely chopped onions is like the base of it. And well, I knew I didn't have, enough breadcrumbs for all the things I needed to do, but I had a second box of breadcrumbs for the other stuff. So I was like, I'm just going to finish this first package of breadcrumbs and do the meatballs on that and be all good with it. So I poured up the breadcrumbs and I started to season it and added the cream and it was just all good. And I had two packages of minced meat in the fridge, but my plan was to only use one because we're not going to be that many people tomorrow. So I got the first package of mincemeat out and I put it in and I was like, I did too much of the breadcrumb cream mix. So how do I solve this issue? Well, that means I have to take the other package of mincemeat also. Um, so I did that. So that meant I had 2 kilograms of mincemeat, and then the other stuff I put in to make the dough. Yeah, batter, I think. And I was like, this is way more than I'm gonna have the energy to make meatballs out of. For sure. So I think I made meatballs about half of the meat, which was what I intended to do in the first place. And then I took the rest of the meat and I seasoned it a little bit extra and I just made a meatloaf. So that's what we had for dinner. So I have and also when I make meatballs, I put them on a baking sheet, like an oven baking tray. So I filled 3 baking trays with meatballs and I made them in the oven because it takes too long time to do them in the pan. It's just too much energy. So I cooked them in the oven. Now I have like a big box of meatballs. I don't know. Um, I'm guessing maybe 150 meatballs or something. And we're like 4 adults and 1 kid that's gonna split that tomorrow. On top of everything else that we are eating for Christmas, I have made way many meatballs that I needed this year for sure. So I'm just happy that I made meatloaf of half of it and took care of dinner today and not had to think about that on top of the cooking already. So, yeah. I should send some meatballs to Sandra. I think like every year I do like to make the meatballs and there's been years where I've like made I don't know 4 or 500 meatballs. And I know that's too many, but that's usually also when it's like the bigger family gatherings. There's still always leftover meatballs when I make that many. And I didn't make yeah, I usually use a lot more meat and whatnot. So I know how it is to make a lot of meatballs. I don't know how to make small batches. Apparently, that's just not my thing because I failed. I wanted to make a small batch, and my head was like, no, we don't know how to do that. So you get meatloaf dinner. Yes. Merry Christmas, Mr. Broccoli. How are you? Welcome in. Silly questions, but you make Swedish meatballs, right? Not Italian meatballs. Yes, I don't know the what in uh, I don't know what's in an Italian meatball, but as far as I know, I think they are a lot bigger for one. And yes, especially for Christmas, I make mine even smaller just because I like to not have to even cut them. I like bite-sized foods, so I make them like really small. Like they're like a little nibble, and you can just like poke it with your fork, go through some sauce or whatever you want to have with it, and just in your mouth. No cutting required. That is how I like my Christmassy meatballs. Yes. You've been running, Mr. Broccoli, been doing some running or running around. A late lunch. Well, that's a good thing though. You needs to eat. So that's nice. What are we having today, Mr. Broccoli? Are you having broccoli for lunch maybe? What type of gravy or sauce do you use for the Swedish meatballs? Well, typically, we would have a cream sauce or a brown sauce. But for Christmas, neither, because we have so many other things on the Christmas table, so there's no actual sauce for the meatballs. Um, I'm gonna make one of my favorite dishes of all time for the Christmas table tomorrow, and it's kind of a combination. Like it's similar to like a potato gratin, or I think potato bake. I don't know exactly what you call it. I think some people have like a similar dish, but not quite the same as scalloped potatoes. I think I've heard that mentioned before. But it's basically potatoes cut into, I guess, a French fries type of shape, like long, thin. Yeah, basically, like you cut them as French fries. And then you layer that together with anchovies, a lot of anchovies. And I do saute or like caramelize almost my onions. I chop up onions in basically just rings, I guess, or like when you just cut your onion so you get onion rings, but really thin, and then you get like loops when they stay together. So I'm putting that in the pan and just slowly saute them till they get like caramelized and golden and really yummy. So that goes in as, in between the potatoes and the anchovies. And the anchovies are really salty. So they are like in some type of salty, I guess, water, just salty water. And they're like the fillets. So no like gutting required. You just take them out and you put them in there. And then you also put the liquid from the anchovies in there, and then thick cream, heavy cream, and then you top it off with breadcrumbs, and then you bake it in the oven for quite a long time. I prefer to have mine in like minimum 2 hours on a fairly low temperature because you don't want it to burn, but you want it to like really get ooey and yummy. It can take time, let it take time, let it do what it needs to do, and just become really yummy because that's what we like. So it needs to be really like the cream gets cooked down, so it's like really creamy, very creamy. So that's why I don't have any gravy or sauce for the meatballs, because I have the meatballs to go with that, like a really creamy potato dish. But then also we have mini sausages, like they're this long, I guess. And when you buy them, they are like braided together. So you have to cut them because they're braided like in threes. Yeah, like there's three sausages like this, and then you have to cut them like they're chained, three and three and three. So I have the mini sausages also that I like to have with the potatoes. Bacon and eggs, hash brown toast. That's what Mr. Broccoli's having today. Good for you. ABD's making scalloped potatoes. No anchovies though. Well, I guess it's pretty similar. Not like the ingredients in it are probably very different, but the result is like a soft potato oven baked dish, right? Kelly's making ham, hash brown casserole, green bean, and deviled eggs. That's your Christmas foods, right, Kelly? That's not what you're having as a late lunch like Mr. Broccoli. That sounds like it's a little bit more than a lunch dish, right? So what else do I have on the Christmas table that I can't live without? Usually when it's like these smaller gatherings with just a few people, we pick and choose the stuff we really like, and we don't get like the full table like we do with, the bigger family gatherings where you actually have all the even weird dishes. Um, I think that this might be a weird one to you. When you bake the ham, the Christmas ham, before you bake it, you cook it, like boil it in water, like in a stock. So that's like the first part of the preparation. Like it's, I guess, almost in like boil it in a brine situation, but you save that like stock liquid. Um, and some people like to put, it's like a really, really thin, soft bread. Yeah, no, not the softer ones. Like we have something called tunnbröd, which is like a thin white bread. It's really, I don't even know how to describe that one. But you put the bread in the the juice, the leftover stock. I don't know, but you put the bread in so that the bread gets all soggy, and you eat the bread dipped in ham juices. Salty. Not a favorite dish of mine. Some people like that, so that one is that's a weird one to me. Another weird Christmas dish we have is lutfisk, which is basically fish and lye. Like, lye, is that one? It's not acidic. It's alkaline, isn't it? I don't know. I don't remember my chemistry right now. But you put the fish into weird things and it goes weird. And you dry it. So it's like a dry fish, and then you um a little bit in time for Christmas you start like prepare it to like hydrate it again so it gets all jelly-ish type texture, and then you have a white sauce with that. Like this fish is really weird. It's not a friend of mine, no. And it's also, while they dry it, they have them like hanging, so they're like a really flat dried piece of fish. I guess it's a way of preserving fishes, but it's definitely not a favorite of mine. um my grandma likes that. I never was able to wrap my head around that dish. I love the pickled herrings. I love Um, the other fishy dishes, gravlax, like salmon, smoked salmon, all of that. Yes, please, thank you. But yeah, we have some weird stuff. At least it's not very popular to have the surströmming, which is the fermented herring for Christmas. That's more of an fall type of dish. Hello, Dreeny. Merry Christmas. Cardigan also says Merry Christmas. Cardigan waves. Dreeny's friend. It's hanging out over here still, as always. But yeah, so I'm thinking, do we have more weird Christmas foods? We do. And also, I saw someone reacting, like a YouTuber that reacted to what's on a Swedish Christmas table, a Christmas food. And they're like, we don't get this. I think that the person was from the UK, and the UK Christmas dinner is basically just a little bit more of a fancy Sunday dinner with the Sunday steak. With like everything has its place. The sauce and the vegetables and everything has like there's this goes with that, this goes with that. But in the Swedish Christmas tradition, we just put everything out there on the table and you just pick and choose. We basically go for 2 rounds picking the foods. First plate, we take the colder dishes, like the fish, the pickled fishes, and cheese, bread, um, of course a potato. We do similar to your deviled eggs with the half eggs, but we usually have like a little bit of mayonnaise and a shrimp on top of that, or other types of variations to what you can do with an egg. So that is more, yeah, the fishes, the salmons, pickled herrings. What else is first go round? We have, well, basically the cold dishes that isn't like heated. They go on the first plate. And then you go back for second, that you take a new plate and you take all the warm dishes. So you got the meatballs and the sausages and the potato casserole, which is called Janssons frestelse. And all the other warmer dishes. Because that's, we don't mix the cold and the warm very often. Some people do use the same plate, and some people are very picky of not using the same plate for the cold and the warm stuff, especially if you had pickled herring or mustardy stuff, because we have often mustard to go with the Christmas ham. A lot of people do not like to mix the fishy stuff with the other dishes, so they want a clean plate. I am the type of person that wants a clean plate between my dishes. That is me. I am that person that don't use the same plate for both. Your mom loved herring. She was from Germany. Yes, you can do a lot of things with herring, not only like the pickle and fermenting part. We have you can also what's it called, when you coat them, like with breadcrumbs and stuff, and then you can fry them. You can do that too. That's also very popular. I'm just thinking, what else can we talk about with the Christmas foods? Oh, right. Back to this YouTuber that was really like, I don't understand how the Swedish people think. How did they pick all these dishes? And traditionally, way back when um, this kind of started, I guess, Sweden was, not the richest country. A lot of farmers and a lot of people from Sweden did move, um, chasing the American dreams. I do know that a lot of people in the US has Swedish heritage, because that was a thing, like in the, I don't know, 1800s. But the whole tradition about their Swedish Christmas food situation is that we did splurge for Christmas. Like you might be really poor, you might not have, a lot, but you did save up to get like the good piece of meat, which was the ham. You had the all the other parts of the pig over the year, but for Christmas you like get the better pieces, um the more expensive stuff out, and you just indulged in anything and everything you had, whatever that was. Um, and it still is like that now, even though there's new dishes that has been introduced over the years. Some are sticking better than others. And yeah. Mm. Hello, Rita. How are you? Well, I have not really celebrated, yes. I did fall asleep putting Mini-Me to bed, so I did sleep a little bit and was almost late to my own live stream. That happened. Nana Michelle, Merry Christmas. And Kivia, Merry Christmas. So most of our celebrations are going to be tomorrow, actually. I have more celebrating to do with more family members. That was, some people are busy one day and then they have time the next because of big families, and yeah, it just happens. But I do have my Christmas top on. Did I make this for last Christmas? Or was it the Christmas before? I don't remember, but I am sparkly a little bit. This is a universe from Hobie, and the pattern is also a Hobie pattern. So we got some sparkly green Christmas outfit. Yes, I do have that one. Zoila, Merry Christmas! A froggy raid. Well, welcome in. Hope everyone is good. Nice to see more people stopping by. I bet a lot of you are probably still feeling stressed about the things you still need to do to prepare for Christmas. Wrapping presents, cooking foods, decorate, last minute cleaning maybe. Thank you, Katrina. Yeah, I'm close to getting monetized. Yes, we're working on that. Slowly but steady. I was hoping to have that happen before Christmas, but I did fall off and had to cancel a live stream or two, and I just lost momentum. So that happened. I probably would have the hours already if I hadn't um, done that. But it is what it is, and it's all good, right? Sola is crocheting. You're always behind. You have stuff to keep up on. Do you guys have like last minute presents that you still feel like you need to make that you haven't even started? Like, oh, I have this, I don't know, cousin that wasn't supposed to come, but now they're gonna come and I have no gift, so I should make something. Anyone feeling like that right now? Thank you for stopping by, Carmen. Merry Christmas. And also, is there anyone that doesn't celebrate Christmas? Do you celebrate something else? Because I know like there's differences in what you celebrate and not. I don't know if I've seen anyone saying that they don't celebrate Christmas for the reason of not, I know there's a few people here that doesn't celebrate Christmas because they don't have anyone to really celebrate with. And that's, that happens. That you feel like you just want to cancel the holidays because why just celebrate with yourself? But that's when you can come and hang out, with our friends here. I bet there's people that's going to be lonely and have no one to celebrate, and at the same time, there's going to be people that is going to be hanging out in the YouTubes. I don't know anyone on top of my head that's going to be hanging out here, but I bet, someone's going to be here, right? I am here now, so I know I'm not the only one. I have seen a couple of live streams that people that normally doesn't live stream on certain days or certain times. At least today I saw that. And I'm also seeing a lot of people that's not here because of celebrations elsewhere. Thank you, Nightbot. Remember to drink a little bit. And feel free, you guys, to use Nightbot to drop your link just like Kivya did. Just to, make sure you're still friends with your friends, because we know that YouTube has been acting up a little bit and friends are disappearing left, right, and center. So just, double check that you're still friends with your friends, especially now in this Christmas, holiday times. We want to have our friends to hang out with, right? We don't want to miss it. And thanks you guys for the thumbs up. I see there's a lot of thumbs up here. And I really appreciate that. Hello, Michi. Merry Christmas. See, Soyla's going to be gone from YouTube tomorrow because it's a family party. Yep. I think a lot of people are going to be busy elsewhere. But for those who are not busy elsewhere, I hope you find something to entertain yourself with. And who knows, maybe if you have never done a live stream yourself and you don't feel like there's anyone that you want to, you might not find a live stream. Maybe it's the time for you to try it on your own. Who knows? Anyone feel in the mood for being a little bit Christmassy and hang out, but feeling lonely? Try it. Maybe it's the right time to do a little bit of a hangout from your own little corner of wherever you are and meet some new friends. Hello, Tank. How are you? Merry Christmas. Nice to see you. I just don't like the thought of people sitting feeling lonely on Christmas and feeling like they don't have anywhere to hang out because, well, Mondays are usually a slower day from what I've seen. I know that Dawn does Hobie Bingo, and I didn't pay attention, but I'm thinking there's no Hobie Bingo this week, that there's a Christmas break for that. At least that's what I'm thinking. Let me check though. Let's see. Is Hobie saying that they're going to do bingo tomorrow? I'm going to be very surprised, but I'm just going to double check because I actually I don't know. So the Swedish bingo next time is the 4th of January. So that seems like we might have something similar. The next game, next Monday game is January 8th. So there's time until it's back to Hopi Bingo. So they have a break, a bit of a vacation. So that means Dawn is not going to do a Hopi Bingo live tomorrow. And I don't know what people usually hang out on Mondays. I know Ursula's been doing her Monday streams, but I've been missing her. I don't know where she's been. Um, and since it's holidays, there's a lot of people I'm just not expecting to see their regular schedule. I just hope that someone's going to be hanging out with the ones that feels lonely. I wish I could, but I'm unfortunately have other plans tomorrow. Yes, this community has helped out a lot for me and other people. Yes, great community here. Yeah, bingo, January 8th. It's a long way to go. So, Nana Michelle has the first Christmas in 10 years we're actually doing something, being picked tomorrow at 8 a.m. That sounds like an early one. You're going to church and stuff. Well, I hope you enjoy that. Tank's not doing anything. Yeah, I know that there's a lot of people that doesn't really celebrate for different reasons. Some people don't believe in the whole celebrating Christmas, and some just don't have anyone to celebrate with. So, or you might be celebrating something totally different um, at a different time. So, for those who have come in later here, what are you guys doing? I know we have Christmas presents being wrapped tonight. We have some cooking being done. We have some people hanging out and crocheting. So there's a mix of what everyone's busy doing tonight. And what's in your cup? What's your snack of the hour? Or is it soon time for, I know we had a late lunch and a big variety of what's going on tonight. I started in this new shawl yesterday. So I have gotten all the orange out and have my first color change. So we have pink. We have pink in the building. A little bit, one strand. And so far, I did the color change here earlier on the stream, but so far it's looking like this. The little tiny bit of pink is slowly coming in on the corners here. Or on the edge. So this is the Acrea pattern from Tina, the mosaic queen from Iceland that has the weirdest last names that I always have a hard time pronouncing even when I have them in front of me. So we're sticking with Tina, the mosaic queen from Iceland. I think a lot of people that likes mosaic know who Tina is. C2C reversible Tunisian blanket. That sounds nice. Reversible stuff. That's yes. So you don't have to C2C. No, you don't turn it, but it's okay. Reversible and somehow. Rita is cleaning up after dinner. I can imagine Christmas dinner. A lot of cleaning up. Oh, you have to go out with garbage. It's icy. We don't like that. No. Mm-mm-mm. Michi is having roast almost done. Waiting for people to come home. Just vacuumed one more time. Your sister-in-law just ordered a ear warmer for tomorrow. Let's hope it gets there in time. A lot in a one. Well, I did start this. I worked on. I don't know how much did I do before the stream. I think I had like a row or so that I did before the color change, and then I did the color change on the now. And the other stuff I did last night, playing bingo. I did have a few shorter breaks during the day today to get a row or two in, but it is really fast because it's only double crochets all the way, except on the corners because there's like an increase on the turning ends, and also the center has a little bit of a different corner. It's a 2-row repeat type of thing on the corner, but the double crochets, you do 2 double crochets between 2 double crochets, not in the stitches. So it's creating like a V stitch and then 2 double crochets in the next. So that's how you get it's kind of a look of a V stitch, but it's only double crochets. So it works up fast, really fast. And she does have a video tutorial on this one. Let's be a good and share this one out. So I'll just share the tutorial with you guys. So, because I can do that. There you go. There we go. Oh, so you do the interlock type of corner to corner, and then you turn it. That's how you get it reversible. I get it. Chat popped a little bit here. So, Michi's doing Christmas tonight because hubby's working tomorrow. That's all good though. You're just doing it more of a European style. We celebrate today also. So, Tank is going to be roasting chicken. But that's a normal day. You do roast chicken often. Well, if you like chicken, why not? And you're making a birthday cake to celebrate Jesus' birthday. But that's cute. That is cute. Soila is crocheting. We love that for you. Just, yeah, you do that. We appreciate hanging out. Oh, the ear warmers? Is that what we're talking about here? I was like, what did... Oh, you're making her the ear warmers in neon colors. That is cute. So she ordered it from you. Second color block cardigan. Nice. Beige. Hello, Granny D. How are you today? Merry Christmas. Double stranding the Hirschner's neon lights for ear warmers. Well, if you're double stranding it, it's going to be even faster. Thrist is going to be live tomorrow. That's great. Anyone else we know that's going to be live, so we know where to hang out if we feel like hanging out here for Christmas. Total German style. You even trimmed the tree just last night. Yes. Usually we do put our Christmas tree up the 23rd and then we, celebrate the 24th. Today we did, or this year we did get the Christmas tree in the 22nd and decorated just because it was purchased was it purchased the 21st? I don't remember. But I had to put it in the shower to get rid of all the snow. So I had to get it out of the shower to dye my hair, which I did. But that meant getting the Christmas tree in position a day early, which I don't really mind. It was always just a tradition growing up that we did fix the Christmas tree the day before Christmas. Ninja foodie. You cook the chicken in your ninja foodie. I don't know what that is, but it's a pressure cooking thing, I guess, 25 minutes, and then air crisp it for 20 to get a nice crunchy. Sounds yummy though. Watching Frosty the Snowman. Aw, that's cute. Granny D is going to be live tomorrow, the usual time. Good to know. That's awesome. And Samantha's back. Welcome back. Soyla's going to cook ham and candied jams. I don't know if I've had. Isn't jams pretty similar to sweet potatoes? I have had sweet potatoes. Oh, you have an Instapot with the pressure cooker and thingy. That's handy though, right? You don't have to like move it between the things. You just put one setting on and then you can switch. I kind of want one of those, but I do have two slow cookers and I don't have space to have more things. So I have my two slow cookers, and until one of them breaks, I'm not gonna be able to get any fancy newer things because I just don't have space for them. Yep. I'm actually I got this out. This is like one of my favorite chocolate things for Christmas. And I have opened it, like taking the plastic wrapper off, but I haven't opened it yet. But I love these. Do we have what it actually says it is in English, maybe? What we can call it? I I'm surprised we don't have an English one. We got German, Italian, Swedish, Danish, Norwegian, Finnish, Dutch, I guess Czech, Polish, all sorts of languages, but not English. I guess they don't sell them in an English speaking country, maybe. I don't know. But we got after eights. And after eights is oh, it does say delightfully minty and dark chocolate thins from Nestle. Have you seen anything like this before? I love these ones. And I bought this for myself. Honestly, I did buy this box for myself because this is just my, you know, guilty pleasure for Christmas. So I'm going to nibble on this one for a little bit. See, it's like minty white stuff inside. Yes. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, Tank. Your oven burned up, but you can cook anything in the Ninja. That's good though. I don't like that your oven burned up. No. Ooh, Michi, yes. Unwrap some some presents with us. That would be lovely. Yes, no Hobie Bingo tomorrow. Peppermint patties. Well, yeah, I guess it's something like that. Yeah, it's very the minty stuff is really liquidy, I guess. It's yeah, it's not runny, but it's very soft. You have them in Canada. Hello, D. Yummy Elmo. Welcome in. Michi know what the after eights are? Rita is adding after eights to the coffee. Yeah, that's yummy too. It's very common to see similar to like after eights and other chocolates, like dark chocolates, served next to a coffee in a restaurants, like after dinner. I'm in Sweden. Switzerland is not that far away. It's also in Europe, but I am in Sweden. Well, Santa coming to my house, yes and no. Because yeah, our bigger celebrations is gonna happen tomorrow, and there's gonna be presents. Yes. D has been quiet working on crocheted squares to make a fidget square toy. Well, yes, you can hang out in the scrap basket. That's where my lurkers hang out, and you're very welcome to just enjoy. We like your company here. Thank you for letting us know that you're here so we could at least say hi to you. So you're going to get a new oven? You've been procrastinating with that because, well, you also have the other ninja thing to cook with. I guess that didn't make it so that you won't, like, we're in a rush to actually go get something. Because it's always like if you need something and you don't have any um alternatives or substitutes or whatnot, you just have to go get a new piece of equipment if that's what broke. But if you have, well, you can barbecue outside or you can cook open fire style, or you know then I guess you're not in as big of a hurry to replace the oven. I think air fryers are very popular here now. I don't know how popular they are for you guys, but it seems like a lot of people are replacing cooking in the oven with cooking in the air fryer instead. Thanks everyone for the thumbs up. I really appreciate that. Paula loves the air fryer. Yeah, I have an air fryer that I was, well, we got that as someone else's leftovers, I guess. Um Someone else bought a new one, and we got the old one cuz it was still working, but it's not, I don't know if it's not a traditional air fryer cuz it has a thing in it that spins around, so it's kind of, I guess, not good for everything. It works really good for like fries. Um but yeah, I don't know exactly what, we haven't tested too many things out, but I some things I've tried in it did not work very good. Um, because of the thing that spins it around, uh, made some of the items we tried very mushy. Oh, how many watch hours I'm away from full monetization? Well, I know that there was a little bit to the 3,000 level, and for 4,000, it's, another 1,000. So 1,000 and some hours for the full monetization. Who knows? I might get the hours needed for the first level hanging out with you guys today. Honestly, close enough that that could be a thing. And I have a lot of people now that has been playing my playlist, and I really appreciate that. So I do see the love from you guys wanting to help out and trying to get me above that little threshold. So thanks everyone for that as well. You're not in a hurry at all to replace the oven. I'm not very tired right now. I did fall asleep putting Mini Me to bed. So I woke up about 10 minutes before I went live, which is kind of a funny thing because I was not seeing that happening at all. But yeah, I, I guess I'm just human. Sometimes I fall asleep putting kids to bed. That just happens sometimes. It's all good though. Chris says dawn at 8 a.m. Monday. What's uh, did she schedule something? I didn't check. I actually haven't checked at all really what's going on in the YouTube streets the coming days. Let's see. Do we have anything? Yes, Dawn has something instead of Hobby Bingo. It's a Christmas special live giveaway, no Hobby Bingo. But she's still gonna go live, I guess, half an hour later than the normal Hobby Bingo time. So that's good. Yes, thanks, Chris, for letting us know that she did that instead. Samantha, you can definitely drop your link more than once. It's fine. Please just don't drop it more than, I don't know, half an hour, something like that, because I really, like that you are. I have the option for you to drop the link. Nightbot helps with that, but it's just nice that we don't spam the chat with that. Oh, and also she does have a New Year's party scheduled for when there's no Hobby Bingo at New Year's. So that's fun. Yes. So that means you guys can go and hang out a little bit with Dawn for Christmas morning, right? 8 a.m. for her time, I guess. Is that what it is? It's scheduled for 5 p.m. at my time. It's really cute. She made a let's just look at the thumbnail here, you guys. It's really cute. It's an invitation with the RSVP thingy. It's really cute. Yes, so you go and check that out and hang out with Dawn tomorrow. Chris is going back to the scrap basket to finish the cat. Okay. YouTube is not the best to notify me when things are going to happen unless it's like when you schedule something. I seem to be getting it like if you scheduled something like the last hour, but it's scheduled for some time in the future, I will see that. But I don't know. Do you have an easy way to see what people have scheduled like coming the next few days? because I don't know how to find that. If anyone has. So, like, where's the Hangouts that is we need to look out for? Granny D, Dawn. Did we get anyone else to go and hang out with for Christmas? Samantha got a Harry Potter crochet kit for Christmas. I'm so jealous. I love Harry Potter. I would definitely do crochet that. Yeah, I know Steve on that, but I'm just thinking in like YouTube in general to see what people have scheduled so that it's easier. Like, because one person, um, like I want to have everything listed so that I can like plan around what I want to do. Like, I want to go and hang out with this person and see that one, and you know, I don't want to miss out stuff. I just wish it was easier to find it. Like, where's the upcoming lives scheduled for this week? Like, you know, among the channels I'm subscribed to. That button needs to happen. Not just like, oh, this person dropped a video a week ago. Now you get a notification that this video is there. Yes, please, thank you. YouTube, you could have told me when it was released. Kind of. Kind of. Margie is going live on Thursday. Is that Margie's regular or is she doing something special? Oh, usually I only get to see who's live now. I don't get to see the coming ones. That's the thing. And YouTube only like shows me other things that I'm not interested in seeing. It's like live now or other things that's live now that I'm not interested in seeing. It's not live as in what's coming. Or is there another button that I haven't seen? Because that's I'm just curious to see if I can. Nope, that didn't help. Well, I'll look at that another day. I'm just. Well, I did scroll down to the lives that are on, and I didn't even get anything more than lives that's on right now. Little Treasure by Nancy is coming on tonight. Nice. So that's a part of the 25 Days of Christmas series, I take it? Yes, YouTube needs that button. Yep. '24 and '25, that's the what's left of Nancy's 25 days of thingy. Yeah. Yeah, Samantha, I know that I can see what Dawn has on her channel, but I want to know like all the channels that I'm subscribed to, not just like a specific person. I want to see everyone of my like the channels I'm subscribed to. What do they have planned for, you know, the next week? I guess would be very handy because it would also be easier to like plan your own live streams without feeling like you're scheduling at the same time as someone else, I guess. I know that it's hard to not schedule at the same time as YouTube is big. There's always someone live. But sometimes I don't want to go live if I have a chat where I can hang out and just, hang out. No, but Tank, I scrolled to the bottom. There was nothing more. There was nothing more. It was only lives. I didn't like it stopped where I was looking. There was, only weird lives, not even related to anything. But yeah, there might be another button somewhere. Maybe I'll find it another day. Ooh, time to hydrate again. Thank you, Nightbot. Oh, right. So for those of you who know that I made a green monster, I made a green monster with 3 legs and an eye and a bow. I did a baby blue one also. And I did make a short out of that one. So you might have seen that one if you haven't seen the blue monster. Um yeah, that was one of the worst shorts I've ever done. And I just uploaded it so that you could see it anyway because you're welcome. But yes, that one is already wrapped up also. So I did this green monster and then I made a baby blue monster in same pattern with a purple bow and a hot pink melt instead. So I might be able to show you guys that one more after Christmas when it's opened and that type of fun stuff. Yes. But if you want to see the baby blue one, you can always go and check my shorts because it's there. And I'm sorry for any background noise. No, I don't know if it's time for more Christmas present wrappings or something. I just hear noises in the background. Thank you, Paula. The pattern that I used was a Hobie pattern called Bella the Monster. And the original Bella has 4 arms, 2 on each side, but that would require more sewing and I wasn't in the mood and I thought it was cute as it was. So I opted out of the arms. But it was really fast to make it, faster than I expected. But I did use like the really thick yarn and like 10 millimeter crochet hook. And I think the yarn is like a super bulky 7. Thickest yarn I ever worked with. And I have enough yarn to make another monster, but it has to be like 2-tone with the green and the blue that I used. Because I don't have enough to make. It wasn't enough to make 2 monsters out of 1 skein of yarn, but almost. Almost. Let's see another fun fact. Can we get some fun facts out here? Ooh. So I can tell you guys, thanks to Nightbot, I do have the ability to see who's my top chatter for the previous week. So from the 17th of December until now. And I have done some chats in the time in here. I did pop up and whatnot. So it's not everything from today. But my top chatter right at this minute, and I know this was not the top chatter when we started the stream. When we started the stream, we had Dawn Yarndall. But she's reciting on the, she's on the second place now, But right this minute, we have Tank being the top chatter. So thank you for being very chatty. Thank you, Tank. I really appreciate you coming and hanging out and being very chatty with us. We love to have you here. And I love everyone else as well. I'm just thinking that I should show a little bit of appreciation sometimes to people for special or different reasons. Yes. We got some weather coming. What's the weather like? We got pretty decent weather, I'd say. Clear in Greenville, and it's pretty okay temperature, I'd say. I would be outside and yeah. Jabber fingers. Windham is cloudier and it's colder. Mound Bayou. Rain shower. Rain showers. That is way more than just rain. Rain shower. That sounds stormy. Yes, Tank is pretty chatty. We got the broccoli out of the scrap basket. Did you eat yet, Mr. Broccoli? Are you fat and sassy now? Look who's talking. Brett. Ah. We got some wintry temperatures, mostly cloudy in Fort Collins. I don't know where that is, but it's below freezing, so he's always sassy. You're currently eating. Well, that's good though. It's raining on Kelly. Oh, it's in Colorado? I can I see outside? Is it still snowing? I don't know if it's still snowing. Maybe. It's not that windy. People worry about you when you're not sassy, or people worry about you when you're not eating, or people worrying about you when? I'm assuming when you're not sassy. But I might be wrong. Supposed to rain and snow on Tuesday. Well, we did ask Nightbot a bit ago about my weather. It's cold. Cold and snowy. People worry about you when you're not sassy. Yeah, sounds about right. Sounds about right. You worry about him all the time? Well, at least he's eating, so you don't have to worry about that. One thing you don't worry about, whether he's eating or not. I don't know about to say with that one. Are you saying that he likes to munch on things? Yeah, I am definitely guilty of that one. I like to munch on anything, really. Preferably salty stuff though. Ooh, you put a picture up on your community tab of the food so we can get a sneak peek on what Brett is eating today. Merry Christmas. I am crocheting every day, and I will probably bring the shawl that I am working on right this minute when I'm going away tomorrow, because we are not only going away to like celebrate a little bit of Christmas, we're spending the night there, so there's definitely going to be time for me to crochet um, while we're away. I might get something else to crochet. I don't know. But I figured the blanket is going to be too much to drag around, so I need smaller, simpler things. So just like a cake of yarn like this is definitely something that it's easy to just bring along. He loves food. Breakfast looked good, but you overcooked the eggs. Kelly's seen a ton of your cooking over the past year. That's good. The presents that I have made that needed to be finished, they are finished. Um, Technically, this blanket is also a Christmas present, but I'm not going to be able to work on this, um, and not, let him know that what it is. So he already knows that it's for him, and he did have some say in it, as well. So I didn't feel like I had to stress to get it done for Christmas, and I knew that that was probably not going to happen anyway because of the sheer size it's going to be. So yeah, that's going to be done when it's done. He doesn't like scrambled eggs either, weirdo. Well, I don't like eggs. I do eat eggs when it's like in batter, like pancakes and cake batters, in cooked in other things. But I don't like this taste and the texture of eggs. So, yeah. He fried the yellows to death. Everyone's a critic. Baby shark doo doo. Merry Christmas, Brew. Merry Christmas. Sharky says Merry Christmas. How are you? As long as the whites are done, I love drippy yellows. Merry Christmas, Molly. Ooh, I got something. It just poked me. I got a box of candy canes with two missing. I'm guessing they went into the Christmas stocking thingy for Mini-Me. So I have something to munch on together. Do you see a theme here? I got minty chocolates and I got candy canes. I like minty stuff, okay? Did we know that? I knew that. And I've had one of these boxes already. It kind of, did I finish it 3 days ago, I think? Yep. You find stuff. But Tank, you're looking from your phone, right? Because you have some upcoming lives. So maybe need to look from my phone. Is that what we're saying? Because we have Michelle Crochet in Kansas and Mindfully Crochet that's going live on New Year's. That's what Tank just sent me. So Maybe that's the thing. Maybe I need to check from my phone because I don't. I well, not this time I wasn't. So maybe that's what I have to do to find the live streams. You heard the Christmas goat was destroyed by birds this year, not fire. Well, yeah. Uh the Christmas goat. The Christmas goat in Sweden. Let's see. Did he actually get destroyed though? Because we do, or at least we did, we have a live stream. And it's still there. Yes. So the Christmas, it's still there. It's still there. It's not on fire. No. Oh, wait. It's looking really sad. It looks like it's falling apart. Guys, I did not know that that was a thing though. Yeah, looks like the birds might have had a fun thing on that one. So I'll which one is it? There we go. Copy. So we have a thing in Sweden. Um, I'll tell you here in a sec. I'm just gonna drop the link to the live stream. There is a city in Sweden called Gävle, and each year they put up a goat, like a big goat made out of straw. And this goat has been pretty much destroyed more years than it's been standing until Christmas. They also usually make multiple of them so that they can replace them, at least two, because it's become a thing to put the goat on fire. So there's a lot of information about all of that, but statistically, I think it's pretty much 50-50 whether the goat has been actually alive or burned. And putting the goat on fire is considered arson, and that will cost it's jail time. So why it's a fun joke to put the goat on fire, no one really knows. Um, but it's yeah, it looks really sad. So it looks almost destroyed. It's still standing though. The live stream's still up. But I know that there's always bets. Every year it's bets on is it gonna burn or is it not? And I know that they had issues in the beginning of when they had him up because it got like covered in bird poop or something. I heard something about that. They were thinking about taking it down early. Um, but you can see the security. You can see in the live stream that it has a fence. It's got round the clock security guards. It's standing in a very public space, so they did have to move him because before he was in a more secluded area, and now he's like next to a taxi stand, with more people moving around, and like there's police patrolling the area just because it's such a big thing. There's there was one year where it was put on fire by a tourist that thought that this was just a happy tradition, that it was like taking bets on who's going to do it first. He totally didn't understand that it's a bad thing to put this goat on fire. Um, so yeah, they've upped the security. I think it's it's kind of silly though. Like I don't know how tall the goat is, but it's really silly to like how big it is. The traditions with the goat. 4 minutes until it's Merry Christmas for me. Well, technically, well, yeah, I'm a little late. it's after midnight now, so Merry Christmas. But it was already Merry Christmas because we celebrate the 24th. So Merry Christmas, everyone. Um, yes. Too much edibles on him. Well, he's made out of straw, and I would expect that they take whatever it is on it, if there's some type of grain growing on the straw before it, like that would be removed. Um, yeah, it's midnight now, but now it's like past Merry Christmas because Christmas was for me yesterday. Merry Christmas, Adele. You hanging out in the scrap basket? How are you? Are you crocheting? Are you cooking or cleaning? What is everyone doing? Well, yeah, now it's the 25th of December, but we celebrate Christmas the 24th. So, now Christmas is over. And you're not there yet, technically. Well, yeah, we are going to celebrate because we have more families to meet and celebrate with. So, that's a very different thing though. Very non-traditional. No, I did not open any presents yesterday because, well, we're doing our main celebrations with family, and I already opened the present with you guys, which included the yarn I'm currently holding in my hand. Because my Christmas present was um, the yarns over there. Well, this yarn cake together with these two, and that one, as well as the yarn used to make this Christmas tree. And this one was my Christmas present. And I opened that on a live stream. So I was, already early opening Christmas presents. And I did get some Christmas presents in form of money sent to me from family members that I'm not going to see during the holidays. My mother is currently spending time. I think she's gone for a month. Um, Vacation in New Zealand. So we're going to celebrate after she gets back home, which is basically the end of January, maybe even beginning of February, depending on. So that would be more of a combination celebration because both me and Minimi have our birthdays in February. So it's probably going to be like a combination early birthday, late Christmas celebration. Yes, I have a PayPal. It should be linked in the description down below, as well as some other handy dandy links to my social media stuff. I think I was able to do that before starting the stream. I think I did. I have two children, and one is hanging out at his dad's place for the time being. And I have the mini me is sleeping upstairs right this minute. She is the one that put me to sleep while I was supposed to put her to sleep. Thank you, Brett. One of each. The older one is a boy and the younger one is a girl. I don't know how much you can hear of my possible background noises right this minute, but I usually don't have the noises going on in the background, like I have now. I don't know what's going on, but there's you need regular tape? More tape? Apparently more Christmas presents that needs to be wrapped. And the tape was I had it. So that was the mister, and he's very secretive. No, I don't expect him to show his face anytime soon. He thinks this is my thing with the YouTubes. That was the mister. And he was speaking Swedish, looking for the tape. I don't know what presents he still has to wrap, but he clearly has something to do. Yeah, he's still up. We're night owls, all of us, really, here. That's our thing. But also, with Christmas preparations, it's sometimes you just have to keep going until you're finished. Hello, Winter. Are you sneaking in for a little bit? Is there a roommate around and you're not able to really listen, or how's things? How's things going with the blanket? You were working hard on that earlier. You're very late, but you're staying a while. You're most welcome. And there's no such thing as late. I don't even know how long I'm going to be here until I don't know, either you guys get bored and say we don't want to see you anymore, or I just feel like I need to get some sleep for the early cooking session I have in the morning. I don't know. I'm just kind of, I really feel like I want to try and get the last hours in to get the monetization thingy for, well, the fan funded, the fully monetized is, another 1,000 hours. So it's gonna take a bit, but I just really want to try and get the last hours I need. So I'm probably gonna stick around for a bit and just hope to get the hours needed. The roommate is there, but you don't care. You need the company. The blanket is going well. And you're on the border now. That's great. TBG. Merry Christmas. How are you? Yes. And Merry Hexmas, I think it was what Winter called it earlier. Winter celebrates Hexmas and not Christmas. And I don't really know what Hexmas is, to be honest. I that is a new one to me. But I'll sure I'm sure Winter's gonna explain that to me at some point. But you worry about your blanket right now, and yes, the difference is home decor is scary. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, well, I know Winter needs to crochet to finish the blanket. That's gonna be a present for tomorrow. So so keep your hands busy crocheting. I appreciate that you want to come and hang out. Um, TBG is drunk. And I guess the spelling is also indicating that. Totally fine. Um, the Crochet Queen. Hello, Your Highness. Merry Christmas. How are you? You're doing a thick white border with some color through it. That's nice, though. Yes. You have a really colorful blanket going. I did see greens, white, and red, very Christmassy, and you were doing squares, and I think the one that I know you were talking about that you were making, because I was a little bit in and out. I had you running though. Was candy cane colored. That's what you said. So red and white inspired square. At least you're not in the hospital this year. Yes, thanks. We don't like that. Yeah, nope. We prefer people to be as well as they can during the holiday seasons. We know that there's a lot of people in the crochet community that has mental and physical and whatever struggles, and we just hope that it's as good as it can be most of the time, right? So you ended up making a red and white square and then a green and white square next to that with some smaller squares, and then you joined it with the rest. Nice. I am from Sweden. Born and raised, and I have never been, well, I have been outside of Europe. I have been on a 1 week vacation to Egypt. Other than that, I have been as far away as the Canary Islands, which is still a part of Spain. I have been to Greece multiple times. I have been to Spain, well, one of the Spanish islands. Besides the Canary Islands, I have been to Finland, Norway, Denmark. Have I been anywhere else? Not that I remember. No. Cyprus. Cyprus. I've been to Cyprus. That's a country of its own. Yes. I have never been to France. No. I do like flying airplanes though. But it's probably gonna be a while before my next time on an airplane. It's really expensive, you guys. Last time I went to, where did I fly last time I went flying? I went to Mallorca. That's part of Spain. And that was, I want to say, 2015, 16 maybe. So many years ago. You want to go to Paris, Samantha? I, I think that's a really cool place to visit. I guess I'm not very touristy tourist. I like to go on vacations and holidays and whatnot, but I'm not. I guess it is a way of how I had vacations growing up. My mom really didn't like the touristy tourist things, so she always did like smaller villages, um, more of like where local people would go for a vacation, like where the Greeks go to vacation in Greece, rather than where do like everyone that wants to go visit Greece go. to like look at all the monuments and do the touristy stuff. And it's a very big difference because we I've done all the tourist type of vacations as well, but I really do enjoy um a more of a like relaxing vacation than running around looking at monuments and things. That just I want a vacation to feel relaxing. So I don't think Paris and the bigger cities, that's not where I'd say would be like the first thing I'd go for. Um, Going for a vacation anytime soon. What are you looking for? He just stole a crochet hook. I don't see him crocheting anytime soon, but he stole a crochet hook. What is he gonna do? At least it wasn't one of my fancy ones. He just took a one of my aluminum ones or aluminum. I did get a color change. We get a little bit more pink. It's a little bit brighter here. Hmm. Tank don't like airplanes. Yeah, no, I can see that some people don't like that. Kivia wants to go to Athens. Yes, I have been there. Granny D's first plane trip was to England. You loved it. Winter likes museums and pretty landscapes and hiking. Tank used all the airplane miles up and witchy stuff. Yep, yep. Oh, Samantha, your ears hurting? Well, that's definitely not a time to go flying. If you have aches in your ears before flying, you might have problems afterwards. Um, Charles de Gaulle is a strange one. I've never been there. I know my mom has been there. She had a big layover there. She says it's a bit of a maze. You could lose yourself there. I have a thing that I guess this comes from my mom and my grandma. It's maybe considered a bit OCD with airplanes, but I've always done it since they, taught me to do it, and I don't know if I dare to stop, to be honest, because I'm not very OCD in general, like that. But this thing is like if I go on an airplane, it's a must. So before boarding the actual plane, I always tap it 3 times. I have to like pet the plane 3 times. And I do that when I go on the plane, and I do that, as I leave the plane also, like pet it 3 times. Just a little like tapping it, not like hard or anything. Like just thank you very much for taking me where I needed to go, and thank you for yeah. It's kind of like take care of me, and thank you for doing that. Hi and hello, maybe if you want to see it like that. Who's a good plane? Yes, yes, you. Like you're talking to a dog. Pet it, yes. But like since they did that when I was young, I have to. That's just a thing, and it does make me feel more relaxed flying. I don't have a problem with the flying part. It's yeah. I think the longest flight I've had was like 6 hours. It's I think it was like 6 hours something to go to Egypt, and I think it's about 6 hours something to go to the Canary Islands from Sweden. And I'm sorry if I gave you all guys, whoever is gonna be flying, like you have to bet your plane. That is not my intention, but I don't know. It just makes me feel better. So Maybe it's gonna make you feel better next time you're flying. So, just out of curiosity, this is a fact I don't know. How long does it take to fly from the East Coast to the West Coast, or the other way around? I don't know if I know how long that is actually, because I don't think I've ever thought about that one before. You're scared of going up in a plane? Well, to go to France, you have to. Quite a distance to. Well, I guess you could take a boat, but that would also be expensive and take a long time. And I don't even know what type of boats that would be. I know that there's like crossing the Atlantic type of cruises, but I don't know if that's a very common thing. I think the big cruise lines do that like when they seasons changes, that they hang out like in the Mediterranean for a bit, and when the season is no longer good for cruising in the Mediterranean, they move over to like cruise in the I don't know, Bahamas and whatnot. So they have to do the big crossing for the season change. But other than that, I don't think there's like more regular type of cruises going across the Atlantics or the Pacifics or like, that type of thing, right? The plane to Paris, an engine had to be replaced. You sat on the tarmac for 4 hours and you missed the connecting flight to Africa. That's not a fun one. Nope. 10 hours from Texas to Paris and 7 more hours to Africa. You went to Hawaii from California and that took 5 hours. Hawaii to Denver, it's 7 hours. But like East Coast to West Coast. Anyone? You have any good numbers for me? Like, I don't know, LA to New York. Mm, I got the crochet hook back. 4 millimeter pink aluminum. Aluminium. I don't know what he did. I'm gonna be very nosy and curious and go and figure that one out in a bit. Yep. Oh, Granny D, that would be awesome. You'd love to fly to Cape Town and visit Ursula, and then go to Kenya and visit Krista. Montreal to Calgary is about 3,000 kilometers. Yeah, also time difference. Yeah, you have that to think about too, right? So, who believe that they will get yarn for Christmas? Or who is hoping to get yarn for Christmas? Or do you have other things on your wish list than yarn? Am I the only one that has yarn on my Christmas wish list? See, I even got it early. I couldn't even wait to open it. But yarn makes me happy. There's probably other things I would have needed more than yarn, but hey, it's the holidays. Isn't that the right time to get all the fun stuff, right? Some more yarn or crochet related items. Perfect time for that, right? Get those things that you didn't feel like you could afford it yourself. Um, Now it's a mess here, but I did get my crochet hooks. I'll show you the case if you haven't seen it already. The crochet hooks I'm using, not all of the ones that's in the case though. So I did get this for Christmas one year, and I got to pick it out myself. It's so full with all the things here, so I can't really fold it up. But this one has a button over here that closes, so it's not triangular regularly. I just took it up. But all the black hooks with the gold, what was in it, and then the red is an addition that I put in here. The red one, I also have the one I'm working on being the red series of my tulip enemos. So this was a Christmas present that I got to pick, and I'm really happy about it. Like since I started, well, since I got that one, this is my go-to hooks. That's why I got the 3.25 in red, and the other one is a 3.75 millimeter. Paula's not getting yarn for Christmas. Granny D splurged and bought a Bag O' Day mystery box, I'm guessing, for Christmas for yourself. To fly from LA to New York, it takes 5 hours and 20 minutes. That's not that bad, though. That's basically like going from Sweden to Canary Islands or Sweden to Egypt. Then again, Sweden is about the same size as California. Pretty much. Yeah, I'm a tulip Edimo girl. That's the hooks that I've found so far. That works best for me. But then again, I haven't like there's plenty of crochet hooks out there that I have never tried. I've never held the furls. I've never yeah, there's plenty of hooks that I've never tried. Like before I got these, my normal hooks was the one that just got stolen here. Let's get it out. Just a straight aluminum. No, I don't even think. Yeah, no, it doesn't have a brand name or anything. But it has a very sharp um, type of point on the head. And this is just the hooks I learned to crochet with and that I was using before. They will get more heavy the thicker they get, since the thickness is the same all the way. So the bigger the hook, the thicker it gets, the heavier it gets. And going above 5 millimeter is heavy enough on these ones to make my hand hurt. So I never used 6 millimeter and bigger with these hooks. So if you have a lot of issues with your hand starting to hurt, try a lighter hook, because that helped me. Yep. Tank don't need yarn. Actually, don't need anything. That's good though. So that means that anything you'd get happy about getting it because it's just a bonus, right? Samantha has frills. They look pretty. They look very big, and I'm not sure I would get along with the frills. But then again, I hold my crochet hook pretty much like this. And I know Dawn has the same type of how she holds the hook. And frills did work for her, which I was surprised to see that she does enjoy holding them. So maybe they're not as heavy as I'm imagining and big and bulky. So I don't know. Maybe one day I'll get to try one and see if I like them or not. It's not, yeah, maybe you can see a little bit that the last row now is another color change, that I have 2 strands of pink and 2 strands of orange. And here we had 1 strand of pink and 3 strands of orange in this first part. The resin hooks aren't heavy, but their metal hooks are very, very heavy. Okay. I'm not sure a resin hook. I don't know. They seem very fragile. I I just wouldn't want to spend a lot of money on something that's prone to break. Um, I don't know if the stitch per se has a name. I'm doing basically just double crochets in a way that makes them look like V-stitches, but it's not technically a V-stitch because I'm not doing any chains. Or could it be considered a V-stitch if it doesn't have any chains? I don't know. I did drop the link earlier. I can drop it again to the tutorial of the shawl. Mm, 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 mm. The tutorial itself is really easy to follow along to, so I do recommend it very much. And I mentioned it earlier. I have done, I think this pattern 3 times before in different ways. So you can look at that one and you if you want to, try and make a similar shawl to this one. And I have done it in different yarn weights as well. I did it in, was it like a 6 weight, 5 or 6 weight, with like a 9 millimeter crochet hook. So you don't have to use like a thin yarn that I'm using, and I I think the yarn she's using in the tutorial is similar. I think it's a sheepy's whirl and like a 3.5 millimeter crochet hook. Just take a hook that fits with the yarn you want to use. If you want it drapier, then go a bigger hook size. If you want it like a tighter thing, then yeah, it's not that it's not like very dependent on anything. I know she did a variation of it with like scrap yarns also. So you could do that if you want that. It gets like a zigzaggy um like you see the stitches when they go down, they get a little bit spiky, but it looks really different with color changing ones. I did one of the ones I've done I did with the universe. So like this yarn that I have here with color changes in a different way, and it did get a little bit like here you have 1 row and then it's surrounded by 2 rows of totally different colors. So with a yarn like this, you do get a really stunning type of effect with the stitch also. But it's a very, very simple pattern. There's no counting involved. No counting needed. You just need to keep track of how I think you can see that there's a bigger hole on every other row in the center, but not it's not on every row, it's on every other row because the corner is different from row to row. That's the only thing. Otherwise, it would be basically a 1 row repeat. So if double crochets is like one of your favorite stitches, but you want to get a different type of result or that looks a bit different, then just row after row of double crochets, this is definitely something I would recommend. Ugh, itch. The Christmas sweater that I'm wearing, I know I didn't really talk about it yet. I did say that I made it out of universe yarn. Um, but I did follow a pattern from the Hobie website. Can I find the pattern? Maybe I can. Just for funsies. Mm, mm, mm. So this is the pattern I used, but I did make it longer. It's actually like down below my hips and whatnot. So there we go. So that's that pattern, in case anyone is interested. I didn't really show it that much. So I made it longer. I think hers is like ending here somewhere. And then I just took some red ribbon and basically just woven it in a little bit. And yeah, to get a little bit of a shape, but it is longer. So it's kind of like it's not like a dress. It's too short for being a dress, but it's um definitely longer than what the pattern is showing. So I think I used like 4 cakes of yarn for this. So not much at all, really. But the cakes are, that's a regular universe. Universe per cake is 100 grams. That's 3.5 ounces. 462 meters, that's 505 yards. 3.5 millimeter crochet hook. It's a 1 super fine. But it's got sparkles. Who doesn't like a sparkly yarn? And you really see the sparkles in this yarn and the colors. Yes. But this is a different colorway. This is Regal the Star. I don't remember what the color name is of the one I'm wearing. But this is one of the first Hobie yarns that I actually got to try. And I really liked it. So after that, it was more Hobie yarns for me. Oh, Nana Michelle, you made 4 shawls with the color yarn I just showed. The Regal the Star, you made 4 shawls out of Regal the Star. Yeah, it's a really pretty color. I think I have 4 cakes of that one hanging out, waiting for me to find the perfect pattern. That's probably never going to happen because there's so many patterns out there. Any pattern would look good, right? And yeah, universe works for shawls, but it also works for like tops and things too, right? So I did get Nightbot to do some more things. I did remove the Christmas countdown because Nightbot doesn't really need to have a Christmas countdown. We're at Christmas, you guys. Um, but I did try and mess around a little bit with the other things I can do with Nightbot. Hopefully soon, I will be, monetized and maybe open memberships up. And I need to get, figure out things that Nightbot can do for me. So I do have some links being dropped by Nightbot. Dawn, of course, her link. But we also have My World of Crochet, which is Stina. Both of them have the hours. They just need more friends to get fully monetized. So I have their links for the time being. I didn't have very much time to set more up, and also like I just want to figure out some stuff because hopefully I'll have like more, I don't know, member links or something like that coming, you know, maybe. Maybe that's what's going to happen in the New Year's. So I just wanted to try it and, mess around with it a little bit. But just double check to see if you're still friends with my friends. And also feel free to drop your links. Nightbot is very helpful in doing that. Just prefer that you don't do it too often. So like, half an hour, 45 minutes between your dropping things, and it's all good. And scrappy is the word that is gonna make Nightbot do that for you guys. But he is there to help out so that we can make friends with new friends or just check that we're still friends with our friends and that we haven't been, I don't know, trolled by YouTube because that seemed to happen very often. It's not something that just like, once a month clean out crew. It happens very often. Nightbot is asking what's in our cups. Remember to hydrate. Well, I still have a little bit left in my glass of my beauty pink bubbles. But I am realizing that my lips are a bit dry. I do believe that I have something for that in here. So that's gonna take care of that for the time being. Yes. Just out of curiosity. Ah, I just wanted to check something, and I just realized that even though Tank has been very chatty and was the top chatter earlier today, Tank is no longer the top chatter. Samantha has been very chatty and is now my current residing top chatter. See, that can happen. Like, it can change in a heartbeat. It's just a little cute geeky side fun fact, right? It's not it's not a competition. We can't have that, can we? Did I just is it a challenge? Is that how you took it? You have to go to a Christmas party now? Well, it was nice having you here, Molly. I Merry Christmas, and I hope your party is going to be fantastic. My fingers can blow you out of the water or the snow. Well, I have seen you chat. You can be very chatty, so I don't doubt that at all. You're teasing. She can have the honors unless there's a gift attached. I wish. I wish. Looking at it, like shipping it costs way more than it feels like it's worth. I'm sorry that that is a thing. Like it's also a thing that I can't, like sometimes it feels like I can't participate in giveaways and whatnot. Not for the fact that it's going to cost whoever has to send something to Sweden more than it would, you know, shipping in the US, but also the fact that I have to pay like fees to receive it. Even if it's a gift, I will have to pay a handling fee and most likely also taxes and customs fees. It's ridiculous. Yeah, gift cards are good for that, for sure. For sure. Well, I'm hoping to be able to do something at some point. I don't know what, you know, it just feels like it would be boring to only do gift cards. I know it would be easy for me to do it that way. But also like if, you know, monetization will give me a little bit of an extra wiggle room to, you know, cover shipping costs and whatnot, you know, there's more doors opening in that way, if you know what I mean. That kind of makes sense. That, you know, hopefully I'll be able to do that because I would love to be able to do that. Wiggle room, you say, as the trees on your head wiggle. Yay, they do. Merry Christmas, Jonathan. How are you this Merry Christmas? Yeah, I am a bit wiggly with these trees. And I have a hard time deciding, you guys. So I have, you know, I did have, well, it's Christmas. Um, I've been doing dual wielding a little bit as well. So, so we have this. So I can be a Christmas unicorn. But I was told that it doesn't only look like a unicorn. So I was like, maybe, maybe it looks like something else. And I don't know. Um, but I think it was a little bit cute as well to have this. I think the Santa hat though it was kind of a little boring after I got the because I got the Santa hat first and then I found the trees and I was like I love the trees more so I'm gonna use them. But I can bend the hat a little bit so it looks more natural, I guess, like this. It looks like a horn. Yes. Yes, the merch can be shipped from the different countries, so at least shipping and handling fees is different with that. Yes, very true, Steve. Yeah, I need to sort all the stuff out with the website and all of that and yes, after the holidays I have plenty more times to deal with things. That was just I need a break and that's what I'm taking from well, not a lot of things, but I you know, I needed a little bit of a break because there's been a lot of things going on, but I'll get back to things soon. Yes, for sure. I have no idea what's going on in the kitchen, but he's talking to himself. Wrapping presents, and I hear moans and groans and him talking to himself. I kind of feel bad. I probably I could probably give him a helping hand, but I want to hang out with you guys at least for a bit longer before I have to do other things. Now he's yawning and coming here. Envelopes, just regular ones. Well, they're also here for the lottery tickets. You're welcome. And now he's speaking German here. At least, thank you. I think what was he said. Danke schön, bitte. It doesn't feel like it's supposed to be said in that way, or yeah, that was not or. Yeah. My German is not that good. I only know, I don't know, basic words. And grammarly, oh, German is a handful, or German language. Yes, it's from what I remember from school, and I didn't. I had French as a foreign language, but um, from my friends that had German, that was trying to like explain the grammar. I got very confuzzled. Then French is not very easy either. Yeah. I'm pretty sure if I refresh now, you're back on the throne again. Tank, I think it was like four, yeah, four sentences difference. And I think you caught up on that one. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't remember. Um I barely remember anything from the French lessons I had either. Then again, I would say that I'm pretty good at the English instead. So I guess I had one language at least sticking in my head besides the Swedish, of course. Is it weird though that when he speaks Swedish to me and I respond in English and you can still understand what I'm saying, but you're missing out on half of the conversation? Or is it more helpful that I'm actually, you can understand half and maybe guess the other half of the conversation? It's not very often that he does talk to me when I'm live. He usually tries to stay quiet because Sundays was the day we decide that I get to stream and he gets to be quiet, and all the other days he's in Discord and hanging out with his friends and being more noisy. And occasionally, if he has a quiet night when his friends are not there, like there's always the chance of me doing a pop up if it feels like it's a good situation. So that does happen occasionally, and that's usually because his friends are already sleeping or something. Most likely that. Or he might already be in bed. Even though we're both very night owly, um, he does go to bed earlier than I do most nights. So I've almost been here for 3 hours. I'm thinking I have to get up early in the morning. So it's not going to be, sitting here all night. That's not one of the days I can do that. Because I have to do cooking in the morning and then we have to go and celebrate Christmas. Um, but I think it's probably time for me to think about wrapping it up here with you guys. Even though this is a lot of fun, I really enjoy everyone here to come and hang out and all of that. And I really want the hours, so I don't really want to go because you're already here. And even though, some of you might already be sleeping, I might get sleep lurking hours here, um, which I really appreciate also. Merry Christmas and see you later, Jonathan. But yes, I think life is why I have to end the stream today. It is what it is. It's all good though, right? I am curious though. Am I going to be able to do a regular stream next weekend? Sunday? Don't know because Sunday is New Year's. I don't know what my plans are for New Year's. So I don't know if I'm going to be here. I hope I can be. I don't know. Divergent Crafter, hello. Have you been lurking? Nice to see you. Merry Christmas. But I'm curious to where can we go? So I see 3 places that you could go and hang out now when I'm not here anymore. I see Kelly's Crochet Adventure is live. I see Juan, the Yarn Addict. He's live with a lot of people in his chat. And then I have my friend Kits and Bits Tam. He is hanging out and doing a Christmas quiz special. He usually does scale model builds. So how about I drop some links and wherever you feel like jumping over. I don't know about Juan if he's the type of person that likes raids. I've never done a raid over to him. But I honestly, you can go and hanging out. And if you want to, do a scrappy raid, then that would be awesome. So there's Kelly's live. And he's not live. Did he already end? Did Juan end? Yeah, he ended. Okay. So he ended. Kelly is live. So that means Tam is still live. Still live for quite some time today with his Christmas quiz. He's one of he's in the UK and he didn't feel like celebrating Christmas all by himself. So he's doing live streams to hang out. Yes. So feel free to go wherever you feel like going and wish them a Merry Christmas. That would be awesome. Because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go and wish them a Merry Christmas. And then I'm going to do the last things I need to do here, most likely very soon, because it sounds like I'm needed in the kitchen. Oh, did he disappear now? I don't know. Maybe? No. Oh, he did. Okay, so I guess Tam went to bed also. Is there anyone else going live? Just because? Just because? Well, then Kelly Crochet Adventure is the place to go. All good though. Yeah. doing a scrappy raid over there. And Merry Christmas, everyone. Nancy's live in an hour. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. I need YouTube to have a button for like who's coming live within the next, I don't know, few days so that I can easily see where to go. Because I feel like I'm missing out on fun. I am. But I love you guys. Thank you, everyone, for sticking around and hanging out and having all the fun with me tonight. Very Merry Christmas. Yes. And I'll see what I can do for New Year's. Am I gonna be here for Sunday like always? I don't know. Um, we'll see. We'll see. But until then, bye, you guys, and good night, Merry Christmas.